a sharp looking car.
All right, so Rudy had to go home sick for the day.
I am sick. Today. Sorry.
So instead you have just me and Zach in the shop, but we're gonna start stripping down the Corvair.
We want to get this thing as light as possible so that we can cut that quarter-mile time down as much as we can. And so we're going to pull the seats, the carpet, the radio, pretty much everything that you can pull. And then we'll be putting race seats and just a little roll bar in there for protection. All right, let's get to it. I haven't seen a Sprite can that looked like that in a long time. Old Sprite can. Holy smokes. There's a daggum map in here too. Stuff from the Stone Ages right here. If I had to read one of these things, I would get horribly lost.
Alright, so we got the interior stripped. We got all the carpet out, we got it vacuumed out, and now we just gotta tighten the shifter, but we're also gonna get these door panels off. Rudy also wanted the radio taken out. That might get a little interesting. But other than that, we're pretty much done, and then we can start actually race prepping it. Radio is out.
That's a big unit, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Heavy too.
That'll add a couple of milliseconds or something.
If I don't miss the shift.
Well, you sure look a whole lot better than earlier.
Do I? It's just the hat. The hat makes a big difference. I don't feel any better though.
Poor guy.
It'll be okay.
It'll be okay.
Alrighty. Wow. Wow. Looks good enough, I guess. Was it going to be faster? We don't know. Nobody knows. It's been a long day in the shop, so I think we're going to kick back, enjoy this nice fire and some chicken and a biscuit. Zach, your boots are melting.
What?
At least mine were.
Oh, no, mine are good.
Oh.
Mine are Brunt boots, man.
Well, today's video is sponsored by Brunt Boots.
So I've had these boots for probably 4 or 5 months now. Been wearing them pretty much every day. Walking through oil, stomping out fires, and chilling by the fire. And they're holding up pretty dang good. One of the best things about Brunt is that they offer a free trial that you can take the boots, wear them to work, and try them. And if you don't like them, you can send them back. No risk. If you want your own pair, I'll tell you how to get them. Get $10 off your first purchase today with a risk-free trial by going to bruntworkwear.com/Rudy10. That's bruntworkwear.com/Rudy10 and use code Rudy10 for $10 off your first purchase.
Good morning. So yesterday, I was not feeling good, so I took the day off, or I tried to at least. And we're back again today. Well, last night Zach got these seat brackets built, and these seat brackets fit the PRP seats we have over here. So these are actually the same seats that we're using in the Mini Cooper. For now, they're just going to go in this car. So the car's stripped out really nicely. We still have to pull the rear seat belts out, but we also need to add a cage to this, as well as fix the clutch cable. So that's what we're going to get started on for today. I have Zach getting started on some mounts for the roll cage, and I'm going to get this clutch cable pulled out and throw it away because it is garbage. So for the cage in this car, we're just going to do a 4-point cage where it's just a hoop around the passenger and driver with some kickers heading towards the back seat, and they're going to terminate right back there on that wall. So nice arch straight back. And that'll be enough to save your life, Zach. Oh, good. Alright, got the old clutch cable out, and man, it doesn't quite look right. The old one doesn't anyway. So, we can just get rid of that. And now it's time to work on the cage. We need to put a cage in here somehow. Some way or another. So I'm thinking, just need to get a general idea of what size it's going to be, or the length of it. 40 to there. And across is 125 inches is what we'll start with. We had Zach drill these holes and sandwich the body right there. So this is a unibody car, so there's no frame to attach to. But where I'm sandwiching through the sheet metal of this car, it's really close to the main structure. So I like that. There's a nice big pinch weld here and a nice big like bulkhead structure there. So that's good. And then up here, we've got some other holes drilled for some plates that will get bolted down to the floor, and have another plate on the other side to sandwich the sheet metal together. So then off of those pads, because we got one over there and one over there, we can build our hoop off of it. Make sense? Hope so. All right, we got our hoop bent up. I think it looks pretty good. It actually fits in there. We'll see. Okay. On. Nice.
Wow.
Oh, that is good looking.
That is a snug fit. That's nice.
How is this up and down? Maybe straight up better looking. Yeah. Do the seats still fit?
I don't know. I suppose it'd be smart to check though.
We should probably check though.
That's really nice, actually.
Except actually I want it back further. Tires will be here shortly. I think it looks better like that. Tilt it back a little bit. Fits the profile of the seat. Fits the profile of the car. Okay, let's get these rear bars in, I suppose. Alright, so Zach got half of the X brace put in, and the seat X, there's only one of these that's going in there, and then we just need a seat belt bar. So Zach's working on cutting out the rest of that roll cage. And I want to put a front air dam on this thing. So what the air dam does is it actually punches a bigger hole, you know, through the air for the car, and it keeps air from going underneath the car. Air underneath the car leads to lifting and stability issues and all sorts of undesirable effects. So to counteract that, you just bring this front lip down to the ground. So a lot of like NASCAR or other like serious race car applications, you'll see that pretty much goes all the way to the ground. This is going to be driven on the street a little bit, so we can't go all the way to the ground, but we can go pretty far, and it's going to help a lot. So we're going to be building our own out of aluminum, and we'll just see how it goes. All right, we got our aluminum dam on, and it looks horrible. I'm quite vain when it comes to things like this. So I cut out some little accent pieces here, and these just get put on like this. I also have these side pieces. They get put on like that. You may have noticed there's holes in that. And I got some new tools that I wanted to try, and it was a dimple die set. So look at that. Help the look of the car maybe. And if it's ugly, we'll paint it black and nobody will ever see it. So that's how it works. What are you working on?
I got the X put in, and now we just got to put bars behind the seats for seat belts. I think that a bright white in there would just looks crazy good.
All right, well, I'm gonna get my TIG welder pulled over here and start tacking these aluminum pieces on, because yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of work getting that put together. Yeah. You feel it? Full race car up in here. Got it all welded up as much as I need to anyway. And I think it looks pretty cool. Yep. Whether it works or not, I don't know. But at least we get style points.
All right, so one of the last things that we have for the car is tires, and we did decide that we wanted to run not the stock tire.
Did you get them?
I got him.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that looks great. That is a perfect example of how tires look on different wheels. This is the same tire, but it is definitely different. Not to mention, these bad boys are light.
Race ready. Ooh, race ready.
Sweaty. Dang! Stinky little tires, man.
Yeah, for speed. Wait till you see this air dam I built. It's gonna match these pretty good. Man, it is so hard to show how good it looks. It looks way better in person. You're just gonna have to trust me. Alrighty, this cage is tacked in all the appropriate places, and now we're gonna see if we can pull it out so that it can be welded outside of the car. Watch this. It comes out. Wow. If that ain't race car fitment.
Oh, we have an issue.
No, no issue. There's only one way this goes in, and one way it comes out. No offense, Zach, but you're not that strong. Careful, you're gonna scratch the car.
I don't know. I can curl 200 pounds.
Yeah. This is pretty heavy. So I'm no paint expert, and I'm definitely not Robbie Layton, but I do know a couple things about preserving old paint on cars. Like, you just gotta cut your losses. When the paint is this bad or this rough, you just gotta go full patina on it. And what I mean by that is, this paint is cracked everywhere. At some point in this car's life, it's been repainted. I believe originally it was white, and now it's blue. There's just some really unfortunate scratches all over this thing that don't look attractive. It's got rust on the roof, bubbling over here, big spots coming up here. So with what paint is here, we just need to make the most of, just embrace the patina of this car. And then later down the road, if it's really good, then we can either repaint it, or if we really like the patina, we can clear coat it. First things first, you gotta get rid of all the loose stuff. And by that, I mean when I put my hand on here like this, blue comes up. You might notice some sparkles in my hand. You couldn't clear coat over that. So we need to wash it off. My favorite mixture is a little bit of water and CLR. This is the stuff I'm talking about, and we mix with the water. Then we take a green Brillo pad, kind of rub it in, get all the loose paint off. But first, there's a far bigger issue to address on this paint, and that is the cracking and peeling up everywhere. So a new thing that we're trying on this car is I've got a sander here. It's got 380 grit on it, and we're just gonna sand all the spots and break loose all of the pieces of paint that are coming up. And hopefully underneath we get a pretty cool effect. I'm gonna attack all the cracks and loose paint with the sander, and Janelle's gonna come behind me with the CLR and a green scrubby pad and knock off all the other loose stuff. Let's get to it. I got outvoted. They wanted it white, so we painted it white. That's fine. It looks good. But come look at the car. After a lot of elbow grease, 4 hours, feels like 4 hours, we finally have like a patina car. Look at this. This isn't wet, by the way. This is it dry, and it looks freaking killer. Come show this other side because the sun is still on it, I think. Oh yeah, that's a sharp looking car. So we just have to put the cage back in it, put the seats in it, finish rigging up the seat belts, get our wheels and tires swapped onto it, and this thing's going to look good. All right, tomorrow we go down to the duct tape drags down in Tucson, Arizona. We're taking this car, and we're taking my dad and all my brothers. It's gonna be a good time. See you there.